Hi, Westside kids. We've been talking a lot about remembering lately, haven't we? We've talked about how God remembers us, how He knows us. We've talked about how we remember God and the things that He has done for us and who He is. And today I want to talk about another kind of remembering that's also very important. And it's about remembering yourself. Now, that may seem like a funny thing because if we think about forgetting things, it might seem like, how could we forget our own self? It's not the same thing as maybe forgetting that it was your friend's birthday, for example, or forgetting your wallet at the grocery store after you've gone all the way through the line. I don't know if any of your parents have ever done that before, but I certainly have, and it is not fun. But you don't get somewhere and say, oh, I forgot myself, because you're always with you. So what does that mean when we say we need to remember ourselves? But I think there are ways that we can forget who we are, aren't there? And that reminds me of a movie that you might have seen that's called The Lion King. And in The Lion King, Simba has forgotten himself. And then he has this vision of his father who had died, and his father is speaking to him, and his father says,
Remember who you are. You are my son, and the one true king. Remember who you are.
whoa, that was weird. That was Mufasa, the king, speaking to Simba and reminding Simba of who he is. He had forgotten that he was the son of the king. And it's interesting to me that Mufasa didn't say, remember what you have to do. He said, remember who you are. And I think when we remember also that we are children of the king, then that changes. It changes how we see ourselves. It changes how we see others, and it ends up changing the things that we do, doesn't it? And in The Lion King, Simba goes on, when he remembers who he is, and he remembers that he was the child of the king, and that gives him the courage that he needed to save the kingdom. And for us, when we remember that we were made in the image of God, that we are children of God, and we can see that image in the people around us, then that can change us too, and it can change what we do. And it can help us to have more courage, just like Simba. It can help us to have more compassion towards others and towards ourselves. And it helps us understand our relationship with God a bit better, because he always says, doesn't he, that he's our father, he is our parent, and that's a very special relationship. And so my hope for you this week is that you will remember who you are as a child of the King.